What is up, everyone? It looks like Google has finally woken up. Yesterday, November 18th, they dropped Gemini 3 Pro. And no, this isn't just another incremental update we'll forget about in a week. It seems Sundar Pichai finally decided to stop playing catch-up with Sam Altman and just slammed his aces on the table. Remember Gemini 1.0? You know, the one that hallucinated historical facts and drew questionable human figures? Yeah, forget that. Gemini 3, according to Google, is the smartest model in history. A pretty bold claim, considering GPT 5.1 has been ruling the roost for a couple of months now. Today, we are breaking down everything. The new agentic features, the mysterious deep think mode, the anti-gravity platform, and of course, answering the big question, is it time to cancel your ChatGPT subscription for Google's shiny new toy? Sit back and get comfortable. We are diving deep into Gemini 3 Pro. Let's go.
Let's get straight to the meat, the numbers. Google claims Gemini 3 Pro hit a score of 1,501 on the LM Arena leaderboard. For those of you who don't obsess over spreadsheets, this is the first time anyone has shattered the 1,500 ceiling. It beats GPT 5.1, it beats Claude's Sonnet 4.5. Of course, benchmarks are like horoscopes, fun to read, but reality usually has other plans. But in the GPQA Diamond test, we're talking PhD level questions here, it scored 91.9%. That is insanity. A year ago, we were celebrating 70%. And in math, Math Arena Apex, new record. Google claims the model now understands intent, not just keywords. So if you ask, how do I fix this? It won't just throw a manual at you. It'll ask what tools you actually have in your garage. But the most interesting part is the context. 2 million tokens as standard. You can upload all of War and Peace, the entire Linux kernel code, and the script for every season of Santa Barbara, and it will digest it all without breaking a sweat. Moving on to the headline feature, Deep Think. Yes, Google has followed in the footsteps of OpenAI 01 and embedded a deep reasoning mode right into search and chat. How did it work before? You ask AI a question, it immediately spits out an answer, often hallucinating. Now, Gemini 3 Pro takes a pause. It actually thinks. Or, well, pretends to think while a pretty animation spins. I tested this mode on a complex database architecture problem. A standard model gives generic advice. Gemini 3, in Deep Think mode, wrote out a migration plan, flagged potential version conflicts, and even suggested a backup strategy. It plans several steps ahead. It's no longer just a chatbot. It is, forgive the buzzword, a thought partner. By the way, this mode is available to Pro and Ultra subscribers. Free users will have to settle for the standard version, which, to be fair, has also gotten smarter.
Now, hold on to your seats. Google Anti-Gravity. The name sounds like a secret weapon from a James Bond movie, but in reality, it's a new platform for building AI agents. We talked a lot about agents in 2024, but they were mostly Band-Aid solutions. In Gemini 3 Pro, agency is baked into its DNA. What does that mean for us mere mortals? You can say, plan my vacation to Japan, book the hotels, buy the tickets, and add it all to my calendar. And it will actually do it. It doesn't just write a list, it genuinely interacts with Google services, Gmail, Maps, flights. Of course, giving an AI access to your credit card is terrifying, but it works scarily smoothly. I asked it to find tickets and build a route. It even accounted for transfer times based on Tokyo traffic. For developers, this is an absolute feast. Gemini 3 Pro writes code, tests it itself, finds bugs, fixes them, and deploys. It knows how to work in the terminal. Yes, it can live in your dev environment. This is what we were waiting for from Copilot, but it looks like Google made it seamless.
Now, eyes and ears, multimodality. Gemini has always been good with video, but version 3 is on another level. You can show it a 90-minute movie and ask, at what minute did the protagonist lose his keys? It will find it. By the way, fun fact,
In the leaks, this model was codenamed Nano Banana. Yes, serious Google engineers were testing this beast under the name Nano Banana, probably to confuse the competition. But this banana turned out to be more powerful than anyone expected. It creates interactive simulations right in the search bar. Want to understand the three-body problem? Gemini 3 will generate a working physics model right in your browser window that you can spin and tweak. It's not just text, it's generating software on the fly.
So where can you touch this thing? Gemini 3 Pro is already rolling out in the Gemini app on Android and iOS, as well as the web version. If you have a Google One AI Premium subscription, congratulations, you're already in the game. The free version will get a trimmed-down model, likely Flash 3.0, but a bit later. For users in India, by the way, there's some insane promo with Jio, but the rest of us have to pay the old-fashioned way, $20 a month. Industry standard thanks to OpenAI for that one. So, the verdict. Gemini 3 Pro isn't a revolution, it's an evolution, but a very powerful one. Google has finally stopped apologizing for errors and shipped a product that isn't ashamed to stand next to GPT-5. The deep think mode and the agent capabilities, that is what makes it worth trying. Will this kill ChatGPT? Unlikely, we're too used to our chats. But will it make Sam Altman sweat and cook up GPT-6 faster? Absolutely. And in that race, we are the winners. But what do you think? Have you tested Google's Banana yet? Let me know in the comments how you like their new reasoning mode. Is it slow or does it actually help? Don't forget to smash that like button if this review is useful and subscribe to the channel. We keep an eye on AI so you don't get left behind by the future. You guys are the best. Catch you in the neural network.